In 2025, Canada is facing a growing migrant crisis fueled by a sharp increase in work permit expirations and a substantial backlog in immigration applications. The issue is rooted in systemic delays and recent policy changes that have left thousands of temporary residents in limbo, without legal status or access to essential services like health care. While the federal government has taken steps to address the crisis, the scale and complexity of the problem continue to affect migrants, the labor market, and the country's international reputation. At the heart of the crisis is the increasing delay in processing immigration applications, particularly those related to temporary residency and work permits. As of early 2025, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, reported a total application inventory of over 2 million, with 892,100 classified as backlogged, meaning they have exceeded the government's stated service standards. Although the backlog has decreased slightly from previous months, the overall volume of pending applications remains extremely high, straining the country's immigration infrastructure. One of the key bottlenecks is the processing of labor market impact assessments, LMIAs, a crucial step for many temporary workers to renew their permits. The average LMIA processing time has tripled in less than 2 years, from 58 business days in 2023 to approximately 165 business days in 2025. This delay is directly impacting thousands of foreign workers whose legal status is tied to these assessments. Without a valid permit, many are losing access to public services, including health care, and facing increased vulnerability to exploitation and deportation. The consequences are personal and profound. Migrants like Devi Acharya, who had been working legally in Canada, found herself without health care coverage after her LMI renewal was delayed. Cases like hers highlight the human toll of bureaucratic inefficiencies and shifting political priorities. Public frustration over housing shortages and strained public services has prompted the federal government to adopt a more restrictive immigration stance. In 2025, the government introduced a 3-year plan to reduce the number of temporary residents to 5% of the total population, down from 6.2% in 2023. This includes a temporary cap on international student admissions and potential new limitations on postgraduate work permits. While these policies are designed to ease domestic pressures, they have sparked concerns among business leaders who warn that curbing temporary immigration could exacerbate labor shortages in key sectors such as agriculture, healthcare, and construction. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce and other stakeholders argue that a balanced approach is needed, one that protects public services without crippling economic growth. IRCC maintains that it is committed to improving processing times and reducing the backlog. Efforts include increasing staffing levels, streamlining digital workflows, and prioritizing applications from essential sectors. Despite these efforts, many applicants remain uncertain about their futures in Canada. The migrant crisis unfolding in Canada is a reflection of larger global trends in mobility, labor, and policy. As the country seeks to balance its economic needs with social capacity, the treatment of migrants and temporary residents will continue to be a critical issue for both government and civil society. Ensuring transparency, efficiency, and fairness in the immigration process will be vital to maintaining public trust and upholding Canada's image as a welcoming and just society. Canada Immigration, Migrant Crisis 2025, Work Permit Backlog, Immigration Delays, Temporary Residency, IRCC Updates, Canada News, LMI, Labor Shortage, Migrant Rights, Policy Change, Canada Politics, #Migration Policy, Healthcare Access, Visa Processing, #International Students, Work Permit Crisis, Migration Caps, Student Visas, Housing Crisis, Foreign Workers, Public Services, Canada Migrant News, Economic Impact, Immigration Backlog, Canada Labor Market, Postgraduate Work Permits, Social Strain, Legal Status, IRCC News.
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.